Alright, I'm going to shoot one more little video. We got the 2015 Honda Interstate. I put up a couple videos already about it. Today I was just going to run over. It's kind of weird. I was going to do a 1 year on this bike. And it would be a year. This is my second bike. The first one I had, I bought it in June. September, I believe it was. September, October. Somebody put me, somebody cut me off and I put the bike down. So I replaced it in November with this one, which was the exact same bike. Year, color, everything, all the options. So, this isn't quite a year with this exact bike, but a year's worth of riding Honda Interstate 2015. Just some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like. Good overview on it. She's clean, real sharp, easy to maintain as far as keeping it clean. Doesn't take much. Just a little microfiber every now and again. I got some of that black wax polish. It's great for black paint, because as you know, if you own anything black, car or whatever, it's a nightmare to keep fingerprints off, to keep it clean. But I just got done a decent ride. I put 200 miles on this weekend, got some dirt on it, but other than that, I mean, in all honesty, she hasn't hit the car wash since I got it in November. I've just sprayed it down in the driveway lightly, just kept it up with a microfiber. But all right, now a couple of things I do love about this. One, I like the look of it. I get a lot of feedback from people just in passing. A lot of people don't even know what it is, you know. You get a couple people that automatically think it's a Fury. I think they notice the gas tank and the rake. But some people, you know, they wonder, you know, is this what is this, the State Line or the Fury? Or you tell them it's the Interstate. And, all right, I guess that without the windshield kind of changes people's thought on what the bike is. But some of the things I really love, I like the fact it's liquid cooled, fuel injected. I don't know how many times I've run into other bikers on the road and they hate it. They do nothing but bitch about their, you know, air cooled bikes. And I couldn't see riding one. I don't know, I haven't. So, but just having to worry about your temperature all the time, and I don't know, we don't have lane splitting here. So I think lane splitting, I wouldn't do it anyways. Bike's a little too big for me, and I just don't trust people on the road. It takes nothing for one of these little dum-dums to just get distracted and change lanes real quick, or veer out of theirs because they're sending a tweet, you know. But the liquid cooled, not having to worry about temperature at all. You hear the fan kick on every now and again. It's tiny, you can hardly even see it. It's right in there. Tiny, you'll hear it kick on every now and again. The radiator's kind of hidden. Runs for a couple seconds, shuts right off. You don't have to worry about it. The fuel, the miles I get, you know, I'm good for, I think I ride it a little rough, which is going to lead me to a different topic, but I ride a little hard. I don't baby it by any means, and I get 140 before the light turns on. I think I figured it out. We're at 30 some miles a gallon. You can hit 40, 45 if you just lock it on the freeway at 70 for, you know, a couple hours or whatever. You're just cruising at 70, pull over, fill it up, back to 70. You can get 40 some odd miles a gallon out of it. But I do a little in town. I get on the freeway for about 5 minutes, get off, do in town, I'm at work. So we're looking 20 miles a day, and she averages about 30 a gallon. So I was really, you know, I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to think about the handlebars, the pullback, and all that. But the sitting position is perfect. Your hands are right where they should be. I wanted to change them. I don't know if I will. I think a lot of that is going to come if I put a different fairing on the front. I really want to throw a bat wing up here. I want to put a stereo. a couple other issues with the bike I wanted to change, which is why I'd probably go to a bat wing fairing. I have my little RAM mount to keep my phone right there. Works great. Use it just for GPS. That's it. Music if I want to, but I try to avoid any form of contact with technology when I'm riding as far as distraction, you know. But the bat wing I want to put will actually give me a spot for my phone right there. I can use it for GPS, radio, whatever I want, stereo. But the couple things I didn't like that they did that I wish Honda would really think about for the next one, aside from just giving it a bat wing right off the bat, just give it one. It's got the look, you know, I mean, it's got the rake. It'd be a perfect shape for it. You probably have to change the handlebars, so the bat wing actually provides a little bit of protection for your hands. But, you know, your risers are connected right to the bars. So those would have to be changed if you want to change the handlebars because of the wing. But with the wing, God, you'd be able, right off the bat, you could rig an attack. These bikes don't have tachometers. I don't like it. A lot of people say, I don't need a tachometer. It's a cruiser. It's only a 1300, you know. But, you know, I like knowing. I mean, they say the bike tacks out at, you know, 5,000 RPMs. I'd kind of like to see it. I got a gut feeling I've been above that a couple times, and I have yet to hear the rev limiter. So, it'd just be nice to know. I mean, it's got a clutch, right? You've got a car with a clutch. It comes with a tachometer. I've got a bike with a clutch. Where's my tack? Another thing they could put on these, I think, would be a gear indicator. It sure would be nice. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been in 5th gear and I've just stepped down on that heel shifter right down there. You see what gear I'm in. You know you're in 5th. But, you know, hey, you did a couple lane changes. You got cut off. You passed somebody. Just be nice to have it. It's a stupid little easy fix, you know. And if I wanted to put one on here, where would I put a tack? Where would I put a gear indicator? You know, maybe pull this whole thing out and replace it with one good, nice one. But turn it all apart, I don't want to. I don't want to put nothing on the handlebars because that just looks cheesy. And these are bigger bars, so finding the right size mount might be a little difficult because these bars are a little fatter than what you're normally going to find. But yeah, give it a tachometer, gear indicator, give it some sort of a fairing instead of the windshield. I think a bat wing would look beautiful on this. Whether you go with Memphis shades or there's an Asian company, I can't think of the name of them. Starts with a TS, I forget, I haven't tried to pronounce it. They make a neat one, comes with a stereo plug, quick release, takes a key, you just pull the whole windshield right off, undo the plug for the wire, pull the whole entire mount right off, then you run around with nothing, which would be nice. But yeah, a tachometer, a gear indicator, some form of windshield, which would allow you to change the handlebars. I would love to see, I really wish they would have kept the 1800. Give it an 1800, nice 6-speed. I think that'd make a world of difference on this bike. I had heard, someone said they quit doing the 1800 because another motorcycle manufacturer, I'm not going to name them, but I found it kind of petty, wanted to sue Honda because apparently, and this is all just what I've heard from a handful of different people, they were going to sue Honda because they said their 1800 looked too much like their engine. So I guess Honda decided, okay, fine, whatever, we'll do away with the 18, we'll go right back down to the 13, leave it alone. I thought that was kind of cheesy. I mean, if it was me, I mean, why not? Okay, fine, you want to take us to court because we look too much like yours? Fine. We'll make ours a little bit bigger. We'll change design just a bit. Okay, you don't like our 1800 because it's too close to yours? Okay, fine. We'll make a 1900. No, screw that. We'll make a 2000. Fuck you, you know? I'll just cave and, okay, we won't do it anymore. I thought that was kind of a silly way of giving in. But for 1300, she runs great, you know? She has no problem sitting at 80, 85 on the freeway, which in all honesty is fine. You know, you don't need much more than that. It's a cruiser. It's not a Ducati. You know, it's not a sport bike. I didn't get it for speed really anyways. 70, 80 miles an hour is perfectly fine with me on the freeway, you know. Just enough to pass somebody. A couple other things I wish they really would have dealt with. Like I said, the engine. Give it an extra gear. Give it a 6. You know, that one extra gear I think would just drop the RPMs, make it that much nicer. You definitely got to keep the liquid cooled. Yeah, I almost wish it'd be neat to see if they could have put the exhaust, one pipe on this side and one pipe on the other side. Just to give it that extra look, cover up that swing arm down there. Ah, in case you can see it, look. I took the ram mount cup holder. I'm just parked in my driveway right out front, so I'm not riding with this. But there's my little cup holder. I put my cup in there every now and again, my little coffee. It swivels around a little bit. You know, it had too much play. If you tighten the screw in here, it just gets real tight. It doesn't want to wobble on you. It doesn't want to sway at all when you turn. So I just took an old hair tie, wrapped it around here nice and tight to give it a little extra support. Some of these cups you find are too tall, so they're top heavy. They just want to sit like this the whole time. But yeah, I couldn't fit it on the handlebars because they're so shallow. I'd be hitting the tank every time I turned. So I just moved it down here to the foot peg. Not bothering anybody. Easy to get to, you know. I hardly ever use it while I'm riding, but stoplights, it's great. It's right there. But yeah, if they didn't put the back of the exhaust, cover up that little swing arm down there, you know, might give it a little. Might be able to get different exhaust, or you know, instead of just going for the Cobra or the Vance and Hines. And it'd kind of finish out the back, even it out a little bit. A little pipe on each side, might look a little nicer. You could widen that tire if you wanted to. There isn't too much, in all honesty, I would change about this bike at all. I do wish, okay, here we are, front wheel. With all the chrome the bike has, it's covered in chrome, and I love it. I like chrome. I did the white letters on the tire, the old school thing, you know, the chrome and the big old white letters, and just, it was kind of my style. Muscle car kind of thing. Gearhead guy. I wish they would have done chrome on the front wheel. I mean, they did the polished aluminum. I don't even know, it's not really polished, it's just like brushed. It's kind of dull. It looks nice, but I mean, with all the chrome, and a lot of chrome's just plastic coating, you know, not steel. Or this thing would, anyway, 700 pounds right now. If all this was real true chrome and not just a plastic cover like a sticker tape shit, this bike would weigh 1,000 pounds, you know. So I understand why they did the plastic chrome, but man, for the wheel, I think if that would have been chrome, it looks so much nicer. My opinion, though. But yeah, I really wish they would have had a chrome. I mean, you go for the Fury and they give you a black one. And certain Interstates I've seen have the black wheel. I'm not too fond of black rims. I just don't, even on cars. I'm not too big on the black wheels. You got the black tires, and just too much, you know. It doesn't add any depth. But yeah, there isn't too much I'd change about this bike at all. I'm actually really happy. I got it with 30 miles, and I'm sitting, oh god, damn near 6,000 miles, and I got it in November. We're only 7 months deep into this thing. 8 months, and I'm riding the snot out of it. No issues at all. I did rig up. I hooked up some heated gear to it. Right there, lost a little cover to the end of the plug, so I just found this laying around, slides right on. I extended it so it sits down in there. Doesn't get in the way of the leg. Honda gives you a plug for your battery tender. I can do this one hand. We'll see. No battery tender plug. Where is it? Comes up right in there. Just sat right down here on the bag rest. Well, I just went ahead and ran it into the box. Little cell phone plug. Because I don't have a bat wing. If I had a bat wing, I could rig up a cigarette lighter, a little plug right in the dash. It'd be great with the phone and all that stuff. But I didn't want to tear the bike apart and run that battery tender all the way up and run new wires. Figure I'll do that when I go to do my lights. But overall, I'm tickled with this bike. I've done a couple oil changes. She doesn't leak, she doesn't drip, she doesn't back talk. Doesn't burn oil. She's a great runner. I put a new seat on it. It's I put a little video up a while ago. I wasn't too sure what I was going to think about the seat, but it's actually really comfortable. I don't. It sits me a little too high. First thing I did when I got on the bike after I threw that new seat on was change my mirrors. I'm like, damn it. Just feels different. I wish it was a little lower. But great bike. Bags are awesome. Never had anything get wet in them. They're solid. They close nice. They don't lock, which would have been neat, but I mean, shit, with as thin as they are, they're just plastic. Somebody wanted it in there bad enough, you'd probably just break it by hand. So wasting the money on a lock's kind of pointless. Yeah, tickled. Love the bike. Glad I bought it. You know, I looked around for a while, wondered what kind of bike I wanted, maker, what model, and what style and size. I'm happy with this one. I really like it. She's a good runner. Haven't had any problems yet. And it's from what people I talk to, what I hear, they're like, dude, it's a 100,000 mile bike all day long. You're not gonna have to do a damn thing to this. Take it in every now and again. I figure I'll take it in at 10,000 miles. Just do a once over on it. I'll take a good look at it. You know, you do initial one at like, I think it's 500 or 600 miles. They take it in. Look at the valves. I've heard people say don't even worry about it. Most of the valves nowadays adjust themselves. And all they're really going to do is just check your oil. But, you take it in anyways. You know, whatever. It's free. Well, no, it's not actually. It's 2 hours of labor. But, you know, for the money, the investment, shit. And that's another issue too. The one big thing I really love about this bike is the price. Paid 10 grand. You know, it's 30 miles on it. I looked at another bike. Like I say, I won't give any names, but I looked at one bike. I wanted a nice cruiser bagger style. I didn't want the trunk. Not going full-blown grandpa yet, you know.
New bike?
Yes, I did. Well, this is the same one. Hold on a minute. All right, well, that was kind of weird. I had a neighbor drive by and wanted to talk about the bike. See, I mean, people comment on this thing all the time. They love it. God, where was I? Oh, okay, yeah. The other bike I was looking at. There's a bike I had in mind, and I liked it. Liked everything about it, the way they did the bags and everything, but they wanted, you know, $25,000 brand new. That's stock. You know, you're not, if you want to do anything, you want to do the exhaust, any performance parts. By the time you're done, you're 30, 35, pushing $40,000 before you even lifted the kickstand. This was 10 grand. You know, for what you get for the money. I've had people, you know, is it worth it? It's a Honda. I mean, you know, how much you want to spend on that damn thing? You take a look at the maintenance that you're not going to be doing on this. You know, I mean, if I wanted to put anything on this, leaving the bat wing and all that for noise and power, thought I could do a set of slip-on Vance and Hines, put a little power commander, do an air cleaner. That's basically a stage one. You know, I don't need $2,000 in add-on parts. Change a couple numbers on this. But yeah, the price is the biggest thing I like about this. I think brand new, I think they go for 12 grand, which is, I mean, that's literally half the price of the bike I was talking about that I wanted, you know, and it all goes back to the maintenance, the reliability, dependability. I mean, would you rather have this thing on your little trackside stand working on it or on the road, you know? I like the fact I don't even have to wonder about this, question it, you know. Check the oil, it's perfect. Check the brakes, clutch, fluid, I mean, everything's beautiful. Well, yeah, that last guy just came by, kind of threw me off a little bit, but nothing bad. Got me out of my train of thought, so. But no, this was basically a 1 year on my bike. What I think about it, what I like, what I don't. Overall, God, if you're looking at a bike and you're even considering this one, I'd do it again. I'd do it tomorrow. I mean, if comes time to get a new bike, this will be the first one I look at. Hopefully by then I've done a couple changes. Maybe they'll figure out a way to make that 1800 instead of 13, make it an 18. Give it the dual exhaust each side. Give it a nice 6-speed. Make it an ABS. They have an ABS option for this bike. This one doesn't have it. That ABS probably would have kept me out of that first wreck I was in. The guy pulled out in front of me and she locked up nice and fast, you know, and I tried to keep her stable, but it doesn't take much to get that back tire lit up, you know, locked up. So, but yeah, I'd love to see what they decide to change on the new, when they change this, what they do. If they, you know, get the feedback and a little bat wing on there, change some handlebars just a tick, you know, give it a little more power, extra gear, ABS. But overall, no complaints at all, really. I mean, a couple little things, indicator, tack, that's easy stuff. But well, and I'm just gonna wrap this video up. Just wanted to shoot one. Weather got nice. Done a lot of nice rides, so I figured I'd come out and talk about my girl for a minute. Wife thinks I'm crazy. I just walk around staring at my bike, but you know what they say. If you walk away from your bike without looking at it, turning around, checking it out, you bought the wrong bike, man. Alright, you kids have fun. Play nice. Enjoy. Later.